Hi, this is Music and Message, and this is Just Passing Through. Stand upon the watch, wait for what is said. Write the vision, hey, sing it out, make it plain. Who remembers his first house and all of its glory? You got a mansion and you'll figure out at the end of the story. In a little while there'll be peace in this place for you. Give me a smile in a little while, well, you'll get there too. Remember what you came for and who paid your dues. Come away and rest a little while, 'cause you're just passing through. There'll be no more sleepless nights, you'll get some rest. You find the door and get it right, and you'll only get the best. Those promises will come true, you won't second guess. And the things that used to baffle you, they'll finally make sense. In a little while there'll be peace in this place for you. Give me a smile in a little while, well, you'll get there too. Remember where you came from and who paid your dues. Come away and rest a little while. You're just passing through. Did you finally figure out that Jesus could pay those dues? And there's no respect for persons, for the wrong that's done you'll lose. Let your streams be your own, why take someone down with you? No one's really better. Oh, seasons past, they just don't last. You're just passing through. There'll be peace in this place for you. Oh, give me a smile in a little while, oh, you'll get there too. And remember where you came from and who paid your dues. Oh, come away and rest a little while. You're just passing through. Just passing through. The gas prices are up. There's war in the Ukraine, and we're struggling back from the COVID pandemic with many people out of work and discouraged. But I've got a word for you today. This is summarized from Haggai 2. Who is left among you that saw this first house in her glory? And how do you see it now? Is it now in your eyes in comparison of it is nothing? Yet now be strong. Saith the Lord, and be strong. The high priest Joshua is being spoken to in this other person helping rebuild named Zerubbabel. And the Lord is telling them, be strong and work, for I am with you, saith the Lord of hosts, according to the word that I have covenanted with you when you came out of Egypt. So my spirit remaineth among you. Fear you not, fear not. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens, and the earth, and the sea, and the dry land. And I will shake all nations, and the desire of all nations shall come, and I will fill this house with glory, saith the Lord of hosts. The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, saith the Lord of hosts. The glory of this latter house shall be greater than that of the former, saith the Lord of hosts. And in this place will I give peace, saith the Lord of hosts. In that day, saith the Lord of hosts, will I take you, Zerubbabel, my servant, the son of Shealtiel, saith the Lord, and I will make thee as a signet, for I have chosen thee, saith the Lord of hosts. How should we be? What should we look for? Well, is anyone good enough? No one does life completely right. If you could try to earn your way there, to do everything right by the end of your life, you still wouldn't make it. It takes the love, mercy, and sacrifice of a Savior to bridge the gap that we could not and cannot bridge. Jesus is that Savior who loves you and died for you and rose again from the grave. And by inviting him into your life to work in you and through you, that's how you begin the relationship with him. This secures a place in heaven for you, and that is why it's so important to have a relationship with Jesus. Accepting Jesus, the Messiah, the Christ, the Holy Son of God, as your personal Savior, is the way out of this world spiritually alive. You know, Jesus did a lot of teaching down here. It is out of his mercy and love that he gave himself for us. And Titus 2 says, teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lust, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world, looking for that blessed hope and the glorious appearing of the great God and our Savior, Jesus Christ, who gave himself for us, that he might redeem us from all iniquity and purify unto himself a peculiar people, zealous of good works. It's a relationship with him that matters. A new creation is what makes the difference. We don't want to get legalistic here, and we don't want to fall from grace. So listen what Galatians says. Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Christ hath made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. For I testify again that every man is circumcised, that he is a debtor to do the whole law. Christ has become no effect in you, whosoever you are justified by the law. You're fallen from grace. For we, through the Spirit, wait for the hope of righteousness by faith. For in Jesus Christ neither circumcision availeth nothing, or uncircumcision, but faith which worketh by love. For brethren, we've been called unto liberty, but don't use liberty for an occasion to the flesh. By love, serve one another, for all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. But if you bite and devour one another, take heed that you be not consumed of one another. This I say, then, walk in the Spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. See, no one's better. You start to think you're better, but no one's better. All have fallen short of the glory of God. Wisdom can be found in Proverbs. Drink waters out of thy own cistern, and running waters out of thy own well. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the street. Let them be only thine, and not strangers with thee. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Proverbs 5:15-18. Okay. When I accepted Christ as my Savior and I was born and given life, I went to Jesus because I was burdened, heavy laden, and he gave me rest. I was married at the time when I made Christ Lord of my life, and she was the wife of my youth, my wife at that time. My rebirth, then I rejoiced with the wife of my youth. Otherwise, if I was single, I advise let the streams be my own and not with strangers. as it says in Proverbs above. Either way, these transitions can be like seasons. When you're reborn, they can be difficult, but seasons pass. They just don't last. And just like any season, a season has a beginning, a middle, and the end. Perhaps like winter, it's cold and it's dark, and days are short. And winters are pretty though, with snow glistening and there's Christmas lights. It's not worse, it's just different. If you get through this season, the spring comes about, and with light and there's warmth. And besides, we're just pilgrims here looking for another land. So we're just looking for a heaven with a promise of an inheritance in Jesus Christ and his believers. Listen to Hebrews, what it says. For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. By him, therefore, let us offer the sacrifice of praise to God continually. That is the fruit of our lips, giving thanks to his name. And after we have this relationship with Christ, we know that down here in this earthly pilgrimage and in difficult seasons of our life, we're just passing through. 'Cause in a little while there'll be peace in this place for you. And give me a smile in a little while. Oh, you'll get there too. Remember where you came from and who paid your dues. Well, come away and rest a little while. Oh, you're just passing through. Hey, you're just passing through. This has been Music and Message, and it's been Just Passing Through. Have a fantastic week.